The following is a presentation of the Black Hollywood Live Network, the first online broadcast network dedicated to African American entertainment. Hollywood Redefined. From Los Angeles, California, streaming live thanks to Akamai Technologies, this is Black Hollywood Live, The Beat, featuring the week's roundup and commentary on music news. Black Hollywood Live, Hollywood Redefined.
You're listening to Black Hollywood Live.
And now, the host of Black Hollywood Live, The Beat.
Yeah.
Hey. Straight out of Compton. What up, y'all? It's your boy DJ Jesse J here in studio. I can't not but like rap to it. Black Hollywood Live. I'm joined by my favorite people. We got Cameron Penny sitting right to my left.
It's all good. I'm out of my breath.
Abrina, she's sitting here. She back in the studio. She got that fire. She gonna drop it in the beat, yo.
What's good?
That was
hey, it's your girl, Abrina.
Hey.
Have you seen her?
Baby.
What up, Abrina? Thank you for stopping by.
Again.
Looking good. Looking good. I'll get to that in
She
a little
never
bit.
comes any other way.
I've always seen her videos and her pictures. I've never seen her up close and personal.
I hope I didn't.
And now
disappoint.
it's like we need to switch seats.
I'm like, you guys are so far away. It's like,
Come on, let's all just get in the
Well,
same
he called
camera
you
frame
the
in this
Beyonce.
interview. Abrina is the Beyonce today.
Thank you.
All right, Abrina. So you got a new video out for Fire,
Yeah.
and it is fire.
Thank you. Appreciate you.
A little more grown woman than what we've seen before.
Everyone's like, oh, okay.
I was
so
like-
my mom was like, so you're trying to be more risque? She's like, is it just gonna get worse and worse and worse? I'm like, maybe.
We're gonna have pasties next time. No, just kidding. All right, so before we show the video, we have some Twitter topics to go over. Obviously, I mean, you'd have to live under a rock to have heard about this Meek Mill versus Drake situation.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yes.
Okay, so with Meek,
Wrong one.
well, no, this is the beef category. We got a lot
okay.
of beef going on. We got Lil
was talking-
Kim, her baby daddy.
Got you.
But first, let's talk about Meek, though.
Oh okay.
So what Meek did is he wrote an open letter and apologized, kind of, to Drake.
Mm-hmm.
He came out and said, "I never should have entertained it. You were the one who started it. Drake entertained it." But okay. He said, "I'm making way too much money to throw it away over guys talking about each other like girls." I'm glad he's noticing this. I feel like you started it and someone responded, and now he removed "Wanna Know" off SoundCloud. He said, to end the beef, I'm going to take it down. I'm wondering if it's more like no one fucked with it and that's why he took it down, or that the WWE was like, that's the Undertaker's theme song. Please remove that from your SoundCloud or else we will be seeing you in court.
Well, he's still taking shots at Drake on a couple.
Well, yeah, he said- I
on
know.
some concert tours.
He said something about turn Drake's into Caitlyn Jenner,
Caitlyn
which I'm
Jenner.
like,
Look, this is the thing about the whole the Meek and Drake
Right.
thing. You know what I'm saying? Meek is a street guy. These guys don't end beefs. It's like you know what I mean? It's never over with them. So while everybody in Drake's camp is laughing and they think they won, it's not over, because if they all in one room, I'm sure somebody from Meek camp gonna snuff
Yep.
somebody from
Oh,
Drake.
definitely.
These are street guys. They don't let it go. And if you really want to end it, this is what we need to do. I'm telling it right now, and make sure y'all give me my check for this.
you heard it here first.
You guys need to get in a ring and battle lyrically,
Oh, okay.
one mic to mic. Then we can see who the champ is, because you couldn't pick a winner because it was public opinion, and Drake's always gonna win. But if you want to get in a real battle, get in the ring, and that's how we're gonna determine the winner.
Okay, one, please stop slamming your hands. Like, you're really
sorry.
into this right now.
I'm sorry, because you know what I mean.
But I feel
I'm
it.
light skinned like Drake, so I feel him. But I'm from the streets like Meek, so I get it, because the beef is never over in the streets.
Okay, I'm glad you think so highly
But
of
don't
yourself.
you feel like Drake just got the upper hand just because he just has so much more fans? He just was on another level. But you can't. It's like if Meek would have been out longer, would have been in the game a little bit longer, would have had much of the same kind of fan base.
To a
It just-
point. I think to me, when I hear them lyrically, Drake is more diverse with what he presents
Right.
artistically. I love Meek. I be waking up in the morning and listening to my Meek
Yeah,
on
like
my
that's the thing. I
run.
love both of them. Like,
You know?
I love both of them. So
Both of them are super talented, but Drake, like you said, is more diverse, and Drake has better music. You know, just put it out there. He makes better radio records. He's more acceptable to an audience of America and across seas.
And he's attached to like that whole Young Money movement, so it was like that fan base came up hard. Now we got Meek with the whole Nicki situation.
and it hurt me so bad being under Rick Ross. Like so many
Yeah.
people came out and said stuff about that. I was like, I don't
Well, that's kind of crazy with him being on the Rick Ross and Rick Ross affiliation with Drake, and then him being on Nicki Minaj's tour, and they being on Young Money,
Yeah,
and he
this is
dissing
all
her.
bad
It's just all
timing.
bad. Like it
so
doesn't
much
make sense
ammo
for
to
nobody.
like Meek, you're done.
You know what I mean? Like, but
Yeah.
shout out to Meek. But that would be really cool, actually, if someone did do something like the whole like what was it? Oh my god.
When they got in the ring.
Money Mayweather versus Pacquiao. Like how you
Yeah.
know we get so hyped for boxing matches,
Yeah.
but imagine Meek came from like the grind time, like
Exactly.
those things. Imagine bringing that with big stars.
Exactly.
Oh,
Could you
epic.
imagine the
No,
money?
that's
That
what
would
I'm-
be crazy.
3 rounds.
You
Like,
heard it here on Black
everyone
Hollywood
would wanna
Live,
see
so
that.
let's make it happen.
I think that would be bigger than boxing.
You know what?
I'm gonna
I'm gonna call my people after this and get the momentum started on this.
Boom. All right.
Cut the
So, you know, since then, Meek has been posting pictures of him and Nicki on Instagram, and they look like they're a happy couple. But he ain't the only one posting pictures of Nicki on Instagram. There's been some beef in a relationship world when it comes to Lil Kim and her boo daddy or baby daddy.
But
They broke up. And allegedly, she's saying that there was some abuse in the relationship. He's saying that there's been some abuse as far as Lil Kim being a deadbeat mom. He posted this thing on Instagram and said, deadbeats are women who don't allow their kid to see their father. And he also posted a picture of Nicki Minaj half naked on his Instagram. And I'm sure that didn't go over too well with Kim.
Definitely not. That
well,
won't.
you know, her baby daddy, Mr. Papers, is always, you know, he's been a struggling rapper, and he's trying to get
Struggling.
his name out there. And his biggest claim to fame was laying an egg in the queen bee, and she just stopped paying him no attention, and he's kind of salty about that. I'm sure that, like, Kim sent out a tweet saying, "Hey, listen, if you was properly set up, I will let our daughter be with you. But since it's not happening like that, she's with me." So, but he's just salty. He's just looking for some fame. Because matter of fact, when they were saying Floyd Mayweather was a father, Mr. Paper started sending out tweets and everything like, "No, I'm the dad," posting pictures of him and Kim together. So he just seemed looking for his 15 minutes, which is over with.
I had worked with her on her Lil Kim tour when she kind of came back out, and he was in one of the hotel rooms, and I was just like, everyone was just kicking it and being real cool, and he was just in the other room, just awkward.
Very awkward. Well, it's like that's a low blow. Like, you know, your baby mama despises this woman. It's just a low blow. Like, it's just immature.
Childish.
You
Yeah.
know?
So, you know.
All right, so we got some new stuff coming up. Dr. Dre's Compton release. Did y'all get to take a listen?
I
went-
did. I listened, but I didn't see the movie.
Oh, okay. Well, okay, so not the movie, but the album.
okay, the album.
So this is obviously 16 years since his last release, which, by the way, went to the NWA premiere, Straight Outta Compton premiere. I want to keep calling it the NWA movie because that's what the fuck it is. But Straight Outta Compton premiere, it was awesome.
I
They delivered with that. It got a little VH1-y at the end for me, but the beginning was so strong, and it carried through the movie that I didn't even care. But it was like one of those things, like the movie could have been 10 minutes shorter or another hour longer, and I would have been fine with either one of those. I could have gone another hour with it.
I'm excited. I want to see it.
I'm excited to see what it does to the music industry, because I think it's gonna. I left wanting to be a rapper. I was like, "Fuck yeah, fuck the police." So we'll see from that. But so Dr. Dre's new album, Compton, it's on streaming on Apple. I got to listen to it. Did you get a chance?
Yeah, I went through I didn't get to smoke on it and sit back and.
I
you
did
know,
not get to smoke on
take
it. I was a
it
little
all
irritated
in, but
about
I
that,
definitely
you know?
I checked it out. I mean, the production the sound quality, the snares and the bass. I mean, it's just popping out of your speakers. So definitely A1 on that.
And especially mixed with Apple Music and how they're doing all the new technology.
The sound is just incredible, which makes
features,
it features.
really
Kendrick
dope.
Lamar's on there. Dre has some ghostwriting, but he's definitely spilling his heart out. Post Ferguson. A lot of the things they talk about back in 89, 90 are still happening today. And he speaks a little bit on that album. So I like it, though. Check it out.
And all of the proceeds will go to Compton charity. So that's dope of him.
I didn't know that. Nice.
We get Snoop Dogg, Eminem, Ice Cube, Exhibit, Kendrick Lamar, Marsha Ambrosia, some new people, King Mez, Anderson, who's on the song Animal, which is so dope. We get Justice, John Connor, Candace Pillay, and Asia Bryant. My personal favorite that I've heard is One Shot, One Kill with Snoop Dogg. I just keep replaying it in my car, and I love being out here in California for it because it just... I be feeling
West Coast?
Yes, I just be feeling myself in my car.
West Coast.
Now, they are saying that the track with Kendrick Lamar, Dark Side, might be taking a shot at Drake.
I mean, he said the started from the bottom thing, but,
Just could have been.
It could have been. But, hey, listen, Drake's the only artist to go platinum this year, so stay out of Drake's way. He's not taking no prisoners, for sure.
And I don't want to, talk about the king, but it's in the news, so I just got to say it. But Dr. Dre, so in the movie, they never really touched on, there's always been these allegations that Dr. Dre and,
D. Barnes.
Had some issues with some women. And, well, they're saying that...
He kind of confessed.
Maybe he hasn't really progressed from that because on the album he has this song called Issues where he says there's a violent skit at the end with a woman murdered for no reason, and then at the end he in the album Medicine Man he says I even make the bitches I rape come.
What?
It's really intense.
Why would you say that?
Yeah,
because he's worth $700 million.
Yeah, at this point he's like, and they all listen to Apple Music too. So. All right, so moving from that, Prince has a Tidal release. Prince is loving him some Tidal. So the album's called Hit and Run. It's exclusive to Tidal. He thinks Tidal is just thebomb.com. He came out to say, Tidal has honored us with a non-restrictive arrangement that once again allows us to continue making art in the fashion we've grown accustomed to. We're extremely grateful for their generous support. In this tech-savvy, real-time world we all live in today, everything is faster from its conception, and that the one and only meeting, Hit and Run took about 90 days to prepare its release. 90 days. Mm-hmm. All right.
That's fair.
So, I have this thing about Tidal. Because I understand giving your exclusive rights to somebody, but then at the same time you're going to be making this kickback off it. But is it really gonna... I guess someone like Prince doesn't need a push because he's like, I'm fucking Prince, and if people don't want to hear my music, then don't listen to it. How do you guys feel about the whole Tidal situation?
Well, I think that, being in the music business, I think that it's smart, and it helps educate the artists in this new digital streaming era. Prince has always had issues with the record business for years, even when he changed his name to the symbol, and 95 when he had Slave on his face, and Jay-Z put up $100 million of his own money to get this service. So when you got people like Jay-Z, Madonna, and Prince, they know that the record deal is slavery. That's why beautiful women like this stay independent. Now, we definitely know it's a way harder grind that you got to be your own PR, marketing, and front your own budget. But in the end, the validation feels a lot better when you start to see the results. But because the record deal was slavery, can you sit down and talk and negotiate? Always open to negotiation, but if you can do it on your own, Jay-Z has set up a streaming system for you to help an independent artist.
Right, yeah. And I mean, most people like that don't understand how much money it takes and then what we make from CD sales and really who's selling CDs unless you're Drake these days. Like, they don't really understand like how much goes into it and then be able to recoup what you make. And then that's why there's so many independents because, label deals aren't what they used to be. 360 deals are crazy. Like, you're just signing your life away now.
And you get to develop on your own. versus like going
being
to a record.
controlled. Like
right.
it's like we've known so many of our friends who are signed and are singles, and it's like they couldn't drop what they wanted to drop. They had to go with what the label wanted, which ended up being their suicide. Like, it's just sometimes not the best situation. Some people it's worked, but it's like such a small handful of people. So it's like, it's so hard. So it is better to be independent, but then you come with that big, huge roadblock that we all got to deal with, which is funding your own budget or a private investor. And it's like, woo, a lot goes into that. So it's like Tidal is a great thing. But I know people look at it like, oh, it's just people at the top, Jay-Z and Prince, getting more money from the consumer. And it's like the platform is to help artists do what
once
we do.
It grows, it will eventually.
If you take more artists like her and they start to understand the concept of Tidal and they actually put together a good team, a marketing plan, and get the song, Tidal will work for you. It's not going to work for you just by putting your music up there. You actually have to do the work to see the work happen for you. And that's where everybody's getting lost at. Like, well, I'm on the same page, but no, you're not doing no online push. You're not in the streets. You're not combining all of those together to get noticed. So you got to do the work.
Boom.
Yeah, I'm impressed with you guys and how much you know about.
Oh yeah, we're gonna talk after this.
But I mean, with you, Abrina, you've grown in this business. Very lucky to kind of have certain mentors and people kind of help you out as far as like working with Eric Bell. I mean, you've worked with so many people, so it's got an independent artist too. Is that kind of what has made you stick to wanting to stay independent? And seeing other people's struggles that are our friends who go through these?
Yeah, it's just from being around a lot of people and just getting good advice. And I've been like a little sponge. I just will like sponge up all this information from everyone. And I just like won't talk on it. I'll just be like, and I'll just be there studying. But I just have always just treated it like a business and just, it's like any job. You have to do your research. You have to know what's going on. You have to know who's winning. Like, you got to just follow the plan. So try to be as smart about it as I can. Obviously, you've made my hand full of mistakes, but it's like, just got to keep going.
Keep going. When I had first moved out here to LA, I was did some working with Brand X.
Oh, okay.
So I see that you was working with Bruce. He said some kind words about you and Swift and Yaz the Great. Shout out to Brand X out there.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Brand X. Thaddeus.
Yeah, so, I'm sure you picked up a lot from being around those guys.
Oh, yeah. No, Bruce has dropped a lot of knowledge, so definitely have taken a lot from him. And, like, they know what they're doing as far as, like, building their brand and just having that whole platform. So I learned a lot from them, yeah.
So what do you feel about the whole social media integration with the music?
It's good. It's been good, and then it's kind of bad. But it's good because it allows independent artists like me to, like, get your music out there and branch out and just keep it growing. It's like you don't necessarily need to rely on radio anymore or labels. Like, you can have your own label and grow it on social media. But then I feel like it's kind of messed up the quality of music these days, because everybody is a Instagram model, singer, rapper, everybody and their mother. So
how do you, and that I mean, I do see that all the time, and that's why I was saying to you before we started the show, is like, you need to get over to Europe, because it's like, in America, we have a new artist every week, and they'll drop a hot song, but there's never a good follow-up, or it's just a catchy song. And so it's like, we've become this nation of 90s one-hit wonders, but it's of the same song over and over to the same beat. And it's funny, I heard this dope, I mean, the song was dope, but it was just, as I listened to it a couple times, because I always go through, what songs are we going to play on the beat? And as I listened to it again, it was just kind of like, cue the snares, cue the bass, and it was just like, oh my God, it's cookie cutter hip-hop.
Yeah.
Well, to me, every generation gets wiser but weaker. So as we continue to grow, they get a lot of smart with technology and all the other stuff, but they're losing the groundwork and
mediocre
and the effort and the day-to-day due diligence that it takes to get to the next level. So they miss out on something. So they might have something that's hot. They got 100,000 followers. It gets shared. Now they think they're popular, but they're not popular, because I've worked with artists who've had hundreds of thousands followers and will get 50,000 to 100,000 likes, but can't sell 10,000 CDs or sell 10,000 downloads.
Most of the time.
But a lot of it is conversation, engagement, and understanding who your core audience is, and so I do analytics out there. So
I can tell. I'm like, dang.
So
okay.
I know
Drop that knowledge.
points and markets and targets and all those things like that.
We
But
need to talk to him for real.
yeah, but that is a big part of the game, and some people getting confused with being. Basically, do you want to be successful or do you want to be popular? If you want to be successful, you got to take the road like this. It's going to take a little more time. But if you want to be popular, show your ass on Instagram, and they'll share it
and get those views
and
minus
get
the
your views.
likes. Okay. So BT did this in our WTF moment. Everyone was so excited because BT announced that BT Uncut was coming back.
Got him.
They got me. I was fooled. I was like, what? Oh, cool.
Tuesday, 11 p.m. Tune in, and it was kind of like.
Well, you know what? That was the first thing I felt because
BT
Uncut always
3
came on
a.m.
at 3 a.m. So wait a minute, 11 a.m.
I was like, at least midnight, because what you showing at 11 o'clock.
That was my first clue.
So you tune in, all of a sudden you see the tip drill video, you had the scantily clad women, then all of a sudden it cut to BET's resurrection of Punk'd. Interesting. So they have host D Storm Power and special guest Andrew Batchelor, and they both scream, "Got him!" So this is a new thing that they're doing. They showed the Drake Punk'd where he was in the fake earthquake. So I really got excited for Uncut because I just miss music being on. I miss the music video being on TV.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Period. Yeah, the rawness, but I just miss the music videos being on TV.
Mm-hmm.
I can't remember. I honestly want to say it was probably Britney Spears for the last video release on television. It was for I think Womanizer or something like that, and they built it up and it just didn't work. And I feel like that was the last video I've seen that had any hype on television. We have Revolt and all that stuff that come on, but as far as when it comes to MTV, VH1, if you turn it on at 4 a.m., you might catch some something. But
I thought it was good programming to set everybody up. That was great. It was great marketing. Great job at BET, the whole staff. To my salute to BET Uncut. I got to take it back to the mighty Casey. White girls going through my mind. Don't tell Minister Farrakhan. He don't want to know what's going on. 'Cause white girls on my mind. Yeah, so shout out to Mighty Casey. I thought it was coming back. Great marketing. But what BET should have realized was, like you just said, the energy that was behind it. Everyone was excited and reposting and sharing the BET because so that should let you know that there is a void.
Well, I was going to say, do you think that they did it to see maybe if people would get a reaction? No, you
they
think
can't do that. It was when Nelly put that credit card down that girl's ass. That killed everything for the black man. That was it.
There is a void for BET Uncut. We want you. We miss you.
Bring back Midnight Love if you're gonna bring back something.
All right.
Or Donnie Simpson.
There you go. All right. Well, let's talk about some new music this week. So I found this video, and I was almost gonna do a whole segment of white rappers because there's just been this boom of them coming out. So these two kids, though, I had to put them in there. They got to know, you know
Jack
who
and Jack? Listen,
right.
If you don't know who Jack, Jack, go ahead. I'll let you do your thing, then I'll follow.
No, go ahead.
Oh, Jack and Jack are two popular social media stars. They came out of the MadCon era, which was where they find the biggest social influencers online. They take them together and they build conscience behind them. But what was happening was they were doing so many meet and greets that they put two and two together. They put a song. They even sold out Wimbledon Stadium. Yeah. These guys are huge, but you'll never hear them on the radio because they don't make radio records. They just have a core audience of dedicated fans, and they're selling CDs, they're selling merch, and their social numbers are through the roof.
Well, actually, they are on the radio because they're number
one.
New one? They're number one on the hip hop.
Okay, well, I take that back with that one.
So here we go. This is Jack and Jack's song.
California. Oh, this is California.
Number one on what? On the hip hop
nowadays, even the real are just the realest fakes, and nobody's really what they seem. Learned that the hard way, cuts run deep, and these millions of people put their trust in me. Man, I got a lot of pressure, but I must succeed. So I'ma keep grinding and working. I'm finally certain my life is not meant to be wasted. The line of success, all these people be tracing that ain't me. I'ma pay my own way, and I'm a little unorthodox. I can't lie, no, I ain't gonna conform. we're headed to the top, and you should keep a close eye out for it. So who's gonna tell me I can't do
He's so cute.
anything I put my mind to?
That's crazy.
Now I ain't tryna hear it, get up out my ear. I'm just a Midwest kid dreaming California. One-way ticket 'cause I had to show ya. Flow so sick, make you catch pneumonia. I'm never going home, never
Jack
going.
and Jack, California.
Wow.
Abrina, what are you thinking?
I'm impressed.
Right? That little
Especially
one
that
killed
little
that.
change up and the hook right there. I kind of like that.
He was into it?
Yeah, no, I've seen the cute one before. I didn't know
The
about
cute
the
one.
other
Which one was the
The
cute
one
one?
that looked of
I
age.
mean, I didn't
The
mean it
Italian
like
looking
that, you know, just the one that's a little bit bigger. The other one's gonna get there. He's almost there. He's
Right.
just a little small. I can't call him cute because that would be really weird.
Yeah. But his flow and delivery, that's what sold me with the record. I was like, because I watched the first verse, and I was like, all right. Then that second verse, I was like, what is this little boy doing?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Jack and Jack. I actually seen them in Toronto at the DigiFest back in June, and I remember that song now. But yeah,
Okay.
their fan base is just huge. So now they're on the radio. I guess they're stepping it up.
Nice. What were they big on? What were their socials big on before? Like, were they?
YouTube?
Just Vine.
Oh, okay.
They were
But they're just doing
Vine
like
stuff,
funny
like, yeah,
videos.
a lot of Vine singing, playing around with stuff, and then they was put together, and then they dropped
Nice.
Wildlife. Wildlife was a huge record. For them.
Yeah. The social media world kills me because it's like, I see that they take these social media, these YouTube stars, and then they try to integrate them as hosts on TV, and then it creates this awkward, it's like, well, they were hosting a show in their bedroom, and then it doesn't translate well with other people.
Yeah.
So now this is interesting to me to see that they took two different YouTubers, put them together, and it's like,
Yeah.
to create a hip-hop group.
And that is hard to do though, because you see some of these Viners that are doing mainly like funny comedic videos, and then they're trying to do music now.
Or
people are
stand-up,
like,
too.
and people are like, we don't like it.
Like Spoken Reasons, do you know who that is? He was in the Sandra Bullock and what's her name cop movie.
Tammy.
No.
Oh, I know what you're talking
But that
about.
one.
That
He was
same
in that.
lady.
And he was from YouTube, and I used to love his videos. What was it?
Heat.
Heat. Yes.
Thank you, Alexis from Long
and
Beach,
happy
Texas.
birthday,
Oh, happy
Alexis!
Oh, thank you.
birthday to you. Nice.
Happy birthday!
Thank
She
you so
likes
much.
girls too, so if you want to go and dance for her, Abrina, we're gonna send Abrina in there to dance for you.
Are you just putting Alexis on blast?
Jeez. Thanks, Cameron.
Love you too, boo.
All right. So I don't even know. We're just gonna go to the next song with that one. All right. The next song, found this girl on YouTube. Her name is Marissa. Actually, I'm sorry. I found this on World Star. It's a World Star exclusive video. Marissa,
World Star.
Need to Know.
Everything you need to know is all I need to know. All I need to know. When I'm ready, I'll let you know. We ain't made it there yet, baby, so you ain't gotta know. Wait till our love grows, but until then you don't need to know. You don't need to know. Oh, you don't need to know. You don't need to know. No, what's going on when you're not around? It's all I need to know for right now.
Need to Know. What did you guys think of this? I was going through some videos, and I was just, it's funny, we had Tank in the studio one time, and we had played someone kind of similar to this, and he said, it's interesting because ever since Janae came out, they keep trying to pitch this
Melodic type of situation or what?
Yeah, and it's not.
All I know, when I heard the song, all I kept thinking was this. All I was thinking was this, like, ride me, mommy. But I don't
Okay,
know.
well, that's
I need
for
to know.
different reasons, Cam. Like, get your life. What are you thinking, Abrina?
I actually thought Tink exactly, because she even has a song, I think, Need to Know
1
or
Million?
something like that. But I was like, that, it's a Tink lane,
Yeah.
and it's cool. Like, I know.
You just gotta step
I
it
just
up.
need to see more. I need to see more vocals. It's like you got to prove more.
Exactly, and it was a lot of the stuff that I've seen from her is kind of plateau. It's kind of the same sound with every song. It's like, okay, girl, like
Yeah.
the one song's good. I needed to you had to
Yeah.
touch another emotion in me.
Right, gotcha.
All right, so we were gonna play this other one, but FKA Twigs dropped this video yesterday, 17 minutes long.
I love FK.
This video is crazy. It's like this witch does something, she gets pregnant, and yeah, it's M3LL155X.
Like I am yours. In time, the locks that you're turning will break, and you let me discover you more.
That Tyrone?
Boom. Was that it?
Yep, that's all you gave me.
Damn.
Sorry.
Aw, I
right.
wanted to see that
Well,
more.
there you go. If you
I
wanna
can see if I can look it up.
If you want to see the rest of it, it's 17 minutes long. And
Really?
yeah, the beginning starts out really different and very unique. And then it just builds, and the choreography in it for me was what sold me. Because some of the sound, I was just like, girl, like, what are we resurrecting right now? What are you thinking about FKA Twigs?
See, that's what I like. It's very out the box. It's very edgy. Like, I fell in love with her song. What's it called? What's her big kind of? It's kind of her single.
Oh, where she's doing the voguing on the
where she's like
runway?
Cleopatra,
Yeah. Oh, okay. Yep.
and it's like the slow mo, and there's like people dancing around her.
Yeah.
I don't know. She has this song that when I first heard it,
It was the first single that she had kind of dropped that blew her up,
I think so.
and she's all gold.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that one, as soon as I heard it, I was like, I like this. Like her sound and her videos, and just she's kind of weird and eclectic. It's like, I don't know.
It's like if Aaliyah and Bjork had a baby,
There you go.
you would
That's a
get
good
FKA
combination.
Twigs. So here we go.
In time, the locks that you're turning will break, and you let me discover you more. And then I won't be lonely, and you won't be silent, and we will be dancing the way that we're wanting each other to be. If you could commit to making me happy and stay with me in this, stay with me in this.
Oh, this one's
In time, you'll be doing me right.
She be getting it
And
with
you
the
never be like when I'm holding you down, you be picking a fight. You got a goddamn nerve. You got a goddamn nerve.
Oh, wow.
FKA Twigs.
Yeah.
Go check the rest of that video.
was
It's
dope.
17 minutes long. I love it.
Yeah. Actually, the song is called 2 Weeks.
2 weeks.
Yeah, I don't think that's the same one, her first single, but it's a dope song, so go check it out.
All right.
Trust me.
So there you guys have it. Okay, so Abrina, Fire, My Playground, and I heard we're working on a My Playground too.
We are. That's in the making right now.
Nice.
All right, and now so since the last time you come on the show, I've seen with your work that you're starting to grow, getting go in a different direction, or just kind of show a different side of yourself.
Yeah.
And that's what we see with Fire.
Yeah, I've never done a video where I had a love interest, and I just wanted to the story. I wanted it to come out in the video, and it's a very personal story, and I wanted it to be more emotional, just more into what I was trying to portray.
And tell us what Fire, the story of Fire.
So Fire is about like a ride or die chick, and it kind of relates and uses a lot of analogies to like criminal activity, very Bonnie and Clyde, and it's basically just holding down your man like through anything, and he will kind of be doing some things, running from the police or some,
Gangster.
whatever.
You like gangsters
whatever.
over there?
Yeah.
Like a bad boy over
And then
there.
she
Damn.
ride and die.
So, it just talks about how I just had someone's back through it all. So,
And my favorite thing about this song is the nostalgic sound it has. We're just going to play it, and you will understand exactly what I'm talking about. So here we go, Abrina, Fire.
You're the to my chain. You're the rock to my rain. You're the hit to my bingo. I'm the round to your rhyme. I'm the grit to your grind. I'm the spark to your shine. Oh, making love to your mind. 'Cause we on fire, hot as a burning flame. Baby, you shoot my leg. Tell me what you wanna do when the sirens and bullets are going off. We never getting caught. Baby, it's our world to rule. We on fire. Baby, you're just what I need. Go hard in the paint like a winning team. You see the cool, baby, you should see with me. Even with the dust, burning gasoline.
Oh, we got a little NWA, fuck the police in this.
They got away.
Is the sample gives me like Diddy? What was it? Diddy Loon? Is that what it was?
Did he? Need a
It gives
girl?
me like the early 2000s kind of
I
vibe.
had J-Lo
like,
feel in there.
is that what it was? No, it gives me all that. It makes me feel like. That's what I'm saying. It brings me back to like a good time.
Early
and it's-
2000s.
Yeah, I love it.
Good. I like that.
What about the video? You shot it out here in California?
Yes, it was a little bit past like the Coachella Valley area, so it took a minute to get out there, and it was hot, like crazy hot. Like you walk 2 feet and you're like, get me the fuck out of here.
So you really wanted to be in character. The song's fire, so we're gonna feel like we are on fire.
Basically, I was like, yeah, we really are on fire. But it made the shoot difficult. Like we really were out there pushing. And so I'm so glad that everything worked out and all.
It looks great.
It all was worth it. But on the day of, like, I was trying not to be a diva. I was like, oh my god, I'm dying. So it worked out. It was good. And we had a little caravan of people too. So I was like, wow, we all
You had
pulled
to
it
cut
together.
the check and pay the budget for that thing too.
We did.
And
Definitely.
look like you had the fire and everything. So
So the
Yeah.
gasoline, you're about to burn that
the cop
car.
car, the actors. I see that you didn't show the guy's face a lot. What was that about?
You mean my love interest?
Yes.
No, I think it was just more on the editing side. It just was just certain scenes. Like, we wanted to give him some mysteriousness. Even though I gave him a shout out on my Instagram. Shout out to Jay Romero. That's who it was. But, yeah, no, I think we just wanted to show it more, like, in the motion and not just focus on, like,
Who the person
exactly
is.
he was. Like, just wanted to show the figures and, like, what it represented.
So if you guys want to see the rest of that story, make sure you guys check out the full video to Fire. Now, you're working on new music.
Yes.
What is it that you're trying to get out of My Playground 2 that you weren't able to get on My Playground?
I'm trying to get, people always love, like, with Fire, this was one of the best, or one of the most favorite songs that, like, a lot of the fans said that they loved from My Playground. And I think it's because, like, the story just was more substance to it. So definitely want to give more stories, more substance. And as far as the sound, I don't want to do everything that everyone's expecting with all the West Coast girls doing. Like, it's all Tinashe sounding and all
Yep.
that.
I was just getting ready to say
And-
Natalie DeRosa's.
And everybody is, and the thing is, it's funny, being an independent artist, everyone's trying to push me to keep doing those songs, and I'm going to be honest, I have some turn-up songs that are West Coast sounding, but I'm trying to do songs like this where I really want to do that, like, people are like, man, it just gives me a good feel, like, no one's doing this. So I'm trying to do more stuff people haven't heard, and, like, I'm trying to fill that void that's
Right.
there, that's, cool, young, Latin chick.
Do you, boo?
And I like the control you have of your voice, and you're not pushing too much, but then you hit it right in the right, like, you're on fire. Like, it gives it the song, it gives it this, what did we call you? Remember we came up with a name for you and your genre? I'm gonna have to go back. It was like hip hop, and then we had another like mixture into it. I'm gonna have to go back to that video and come up with what it was.
Yeah.
But you stayed consistent with it. But there is something different about this song, and just watching the video, as far as what we've seen from you in the past, it's like you really are growing into your womanhood, and I'm excited to see this next project. And like, I just look at Abrina like she like my little sister, like little family here.
Yes, we ain't related, so I ain't, you know.
Cameron, you ain't gonna touch. I'm
just
protective
saying,
like the big brother too.
I'm just trying to get her out the friend zone.
Get your life. So I'm really excited to see what you're working on, and you're gonna be doing some touring. You're gonna be heading over to the East Coast.
East Coast. I'm excited. Finally getting back to New York. York. Yeah.
Studio audience is really excited about that as well.
That.
Thank you. And we're also working on getting out the country, doing like an Asia tour, mainly in China. So I'm excited about that. I haven't been over to Asia in a minute since I went to the Philippines. So I'm looking forward to that.
How have you kind of allowed your inspiration to, as far as like promoting Fire and promoting your music that you have out now, and then working on something current, you know, it's kind of like, how do you find inspiration as far as pushing forward on your new project, but still kind of being in the lane of like, I still have to focus and care about my playground, but you know.
Yeah, and I mean, I feel like I'm at this point where I'm like, oh, I want to put something new out so bad. So I feel like Fire I'm so happy it's out, and I'm just like, okay, what else are we putting out? So I'm just in a hurry. I feel like I'm gonna explode with so much new music, but it's exciting at the same time. But I mean, as far as inspiration, like, it's so much. I mean, everything, just from knowing, finally, like, seeing the response to Fire and the feedback, how it just was so organic, like, people just liked it, and I was like, okay, good, thank you, like, this is what I want. So after me knowing that, like, it just is flowing, like, it's just easy for me now, because this is what I like, this is what I want to do. So
this is the real Abrina.
So to elaborate a little bit on his question, how is the mentality knowing that you have to do everything by yourself and still be inspired to go in the studio and write when you know you're getting pulled in so many directions? That has to be so mentally exhausting.
It is. It really is. I mean, just, you know, being an independent artist, you really have, like, the world on your shoulders. But, I mean, I do have a great team, so, like, I have a little, you know, good team, so shout out to them. But it's a very challenging thing. I'll just be straightforward. Very challenging.
Are you dating now?
I'm single.
How long you been single?
Boy,
the fans are. I just got a tweet. I just got a tweet to ask her if she was dating.
All right.
That's all.
Yeah, there you go.
So was it at John?
Boy, get your
Santa Barbara.
Don't listen to him. He gonna try and corrupt you.
No. This is what fans. You know,
Be sure that's not just your question.
We business over here. We all business.
Well, if they want to know that, Abrina, where can everyone tweet you and ask you those personal, intimate questions?
Oh, ask away. It's don't get any ideas from him, though.
Right.
But
Listen, I was introduced through the That Good record. So I used to go watch it, I hear it on the radio, then I'd see the That Good, and I had to watch it again last night.
Well, now you acting like you blowing, so we're going to just come up with all Abrina tracks.
Okay. Jesse J.
Look, and your mind automatically goes there.
Where?
I don't know.
You said, okay.
Blowing, smoke.
But That Good is a good video.
Thank you.
And, you know, that's how I was introduced to you. So
okay.
I'm a fan,
Yeah, no.
And now Fire going to be on repeat, on replay.
Now you got to get on Fire now.
Yes, for sure.
I can't. So where can everyone check out the rest of the video and tweet you?
At Abrina Music, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, everything's Abrina Music. Abrina.
Boom. Make sure you guys check out Fire. Cam, where can everyone check you out?
You can catch me on tour with Abrina. I'm just going to add it to the team. It's like, no, you can catch me at CameraPenny _ just like that. Or I'm going to take a selfie with her. She's going to post it, and you can find me on her Instagram.
Don't be telling her what she's going to do.
He's setting it up. See, social media guru right there. That's how you know.
There you guys have it. Also, make sure you guys check out My Playground, Abrina's latest album, and you guys can also hit us up at BHL Online, The Beat TV on Instagram, and tweet me at DJ Jesse J. Till next week, peace.
From executives Kevin Undergaro, Dario Kristen, Tiana Hobson, and the entire BHL staff, we would like to thank you for supporting Black Hollywood Live, the first online broadcast network dedicated to African American entertainment. For questions and comments, contact us. info@blackhollywoodlive.com. Like us on Facebook, tweet us, or Instagram us at BHL Online. And I am the official voice of Black Hollywood Live, Scipio. Instagram me at KingXOBay. Thanks for tuning in.
Music redefined. Black Hollywood Live.
The views expressed here are those of the host only and do not necessarily reflect the views of BHL or its owners or principals.